A fixed mindset makes you stuck and unable to change because it enhances your shadow self and unconscious blockage. This mindset is for safety. This is not a suitable mindset for encouraging you to stand up to the challenge you are facing. A growth mindset is the opposite. The belief that you can learn from experiences even when things are not what you expect. A fixed mindset means your mind stays in the current situation. You see yourself and fixed it and think there's no much you can change. A growth mindset assumes you are at the midpoint of something. You can keep going toward a positive outcome. People always misunderstand this as optimistic. But no, you can only be optimistic when you know you can do it. Otherwise, this is just ignorance. A growth mindset is an inclination to growth and seek self-improvement rather than stagnate or waiting for the world to change. When something doesn't feel right and the situation hasn't improved, a heavy or impulsive feeling rises. If we turn our attention toward entertainment, more work, or any kind of distraction without solving the problems, we are getting ourselves in a vicious cycle. This part right here is a fixed mindset getting started. To activate your growth mindset, you need to know you have to leave the old track and enter a new one. Choose to improve or create a route to calm yourself when heaviness starts to rise. Now you are leaving your old self behind and ready to start a new you with a growth mindset to solve your problems. Entering a new chapter until you don't feel right about the situation again. But this time, you won't dive into negativities. You will choose to grow again because you know how to face challenges and no longer need distraction. Your feelings has reason. It tries to tell you what you need to change, but your blind spot hides the reason you stay in fixed mindset instead of growth mindset. There are 4 typical blind spots, and I'm going to put them in order and explain them. Lack of vision and purpose, lack of mental understanding and supportive, lack of mental flexibility, lack of rationality. Sometimes your vision gets silenced because you prioritize your vision last. Maybe you play it too safe. You don't yet know your potential. You are waiting for more resources before taking action, or because your self-image looks down on you. Look closely. These thoughts are not really good at making you think you need to change. They are telling you to stay in a current situation longer. To begin a growth mindset, you can ask yourself this question: what do you want to achieve if everything works out? If you can picture it, this is your vision. If there is a voice inside you asks, but how? This is the sign that you are putting your vision priority last. It is normal to be practical, but you also need a vision to set yourself a direction and a target. Without a target, you have no direction on what you need to change and why. Taking care of mental needs is an ability that is often underrated. Many people want to be successful. This is a vision, but they see themselves as failures, labeled by society and themselves because they lack understanding of and support of their feelings, which may lead them to self-projection and sacrifice their mental needs to social expectation. If you already have a vision, you need to prioritize your mental needs. To build a healthy coping mechanism, your mind needs new experiences, inspiration, self-appreciation, and positive affirmation so it can feel safe to learn and change. Positive thinking and affirmation are not self-hypnosis. They are for your self-reflective practice. To train your mind, and you can prioritize your mental needs first before jumping to conclusion and self-projection. After you have a vision of why you need to change, after understand your mental need, It is time to change your situation. To do this, you need mental flexibility to open yourself up to different opinions and attitudes. Mental flexibility isn't about changing passively because the situation forced you to do so. It is about you being willing and happy to jump into a new chapter without looking back, even if it is not what you expect, and you still see it as a new opportunity rather than a trouble. Many people find it difficult to pass through this phase because our stubbornness, insecurity, unforgiveness, and closed-mindedness keep us away from letting go of our past experiences. To check yourself, do you have the mental flexibilities? Ask yourself this question: do you tend to avoid problems? Or do you realize you have the strength to adapt to a new problem? I put rationality at the last phase because we all understood that being reasonable in a situation needs compromise. But if you are compromising without your self-esteem, your vision fades, you sacrifice your mental need without the adaptability to gain a different perspective. Compromise will become backing down or turn into giving up. Rationality is not just about weighing the pros and cons of two choices or choosing the action that justifies your shadow. It is about turning your ideas into reality that fits your circumstances and can change your situation. This is how to think practically without losing yourself. If you have vision, self-understanding, and mental flexibility, let's see what these words mean to you. Patience, practicality, discipline, and persistence. Do you feel grounded, and do you admit these traits are good for you, or you feel too much hassle? Want to cut corners and try to skip the long process if you can? To build a growth mindset faster, turn these 5 steps into questions to help you improve your awareness. What is your biggest concern at the moment? Acknowledge the intention of why you want to improve and change in the first place. How are you going to solve this? If everything works out for you, which path do you want to take to solve the problems once and for all? What is blocking you from doing this? What traits or qualities are missing right now? How to unblock yourself from limitation. What is the first step you would take to get started? How to show yourself that you can change. Can you set a plan to make this happen? What do you need to learn for your plan? Can you turn your plan into daily routine? I hope this video helps you. Remember, this is only to inspire you, which is not a substitute for professional advice. If you are interested in other topics, please let me know by leaving a comment. I will upload this content to my website. Go check it out and download the image. Thank you for watching and see you all next time.